we who they will crown as lion champion. Liars from all parts of the West Indies. Big shot liars from all them foreign countries. From a field about 1,000 or so entry. In 2 days, he boiled down and leave just 3. I had me eye on Liar the Lion, because I know he does come with some good ones. But they had a younger fella named Debo, come from some village there in Tobago. He say his father is Tobago's best fisherman. Catch a fish a mile wide, 80 feet in span. He had to tie it on the boat and swim back to land to get his brother Eric to give him a hand. You hear lie? That is lie. Lie? You hear lie?
Teacher Pussy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Why, sir? Check it out. Liar the lion, he laughed till he sweat. He said, Mr. Debo, ain't say nothing yet. If you really want to hear about fishing, let me blow your mind. Now listen to something. When you're talking about fish, you just hit the spot. I was hoping you did believe it or not. The fish your father caught, to you it was great. But it's them small fish my father does use for bait. Lion went ahead on points in the show. Completely eliminated Mr. Debo. The next man to beat was really outrageous. He asked the judges if he could lie first. The judges asked Lion. The Lion agreed. Say any topic we'll pick is alright with me. He outrageous, I strong. Let we meet head on. And when we done, see who had fit to wear the crown. You hear lie? That is lie. Lie? You hear lie?
Teacher Pussy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Let it go. Let it go. Shook it up. Yep. The outrageous say that he knew a tailor comes to making suit. The man is the master. If you show him a man coming round a corner, he could make him a suit and don't even measure. A talking about suit, sitting down correct, expertly made and fitting perfect. He used to sew for Shakespeare, make suit for Hamlet, and up to this day yet make a mistake yet. You know the crowd went wild, they couldn't cool down. I said liar, the lion losing the crown. The judges brought the crowd back to order and asked the lion to lie about a tailor. He said, my man is the best. Rolf is his name. Cutting cloth, making suit is his game. Don't show him the man, my tailor is class. Just show him the corner where the fella pass, and he gon' make a suit. That is tailor. You hear lie? King liar.
Teacher Pussy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Whip it up. Pick it up. Lay it up. Move it up. Let it go.
Teacher Pussy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die. Teacher Pussy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Expedite the extra tight. Yeah, yeah. Expedite the extra tight. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra tight. Yeah, yeah. Some say as Robin was Robin, and he's just hood, scrapes on his side. But this guy ain't no good. He was all around the tongue, but he can't go abroad. Everybody know he's a big, big fraud. Every plane that land does give you a fright. That's why he does pray and cry every night. But people don't worry, have no fright. 'Cause we gonna expedite sell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Since I was young, now I old. Never know Guyana had so much gold. Ship it out but not pay taxes. I hear we owe in the millions. He spent half on them gas, them Brazilians. But soon they are reckoning a come. I laugh them, I go laugh. I run them, I go run. Run, 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 run. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Just do it very quick. Do it very shortly. Just do it. Just do it. One of them chicks say you just come real quick. You say we're wrong, why you're moving so frantic. He panting, he's sweating, he's trembling inside. You say I can't stay long for the ride. Bye. You shut it down and GRA invoice. Smuggling, calling, let me make my choice. My choice. As Robin Hansel, watch how fast the story spell. Lamborghini price keep changing every minute. Fix it now, my friend. Make up your mind. We tired of the gimmicks. Oh, all them years you rip off the nation. Now you turn overnight big politician. I believe this song on Sinky mission. Just trying hard to dodgy extradition. We talk about change and new ambition, but we know it's just pure self-preservation. Why the paperwork tight, no more magician. Soon court gun tally for real submission. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Do it very quick. Do it very shortly. I see some of you laughing, some of you crying. Please don't think we Guyanese stupid or stalling. They're living in mansion with pool and spouse. Guyanese living like church mouse. There is something really wrong here. This ain't right. This ain't right. That's why we wanna really expedite the extra time. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Do it very quick. Do it very shortly. Expedite the extra time. Soon the FBI plane gonna land. Expedite the extra time. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra time. Yeah, yeah. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra time. Yeah, yeah. Some say as Robin was Robin, and he's just hood, sweeps on his side, but this guy and no good. He was
We're ready to go with Courdel Jones. You know it's gonna be real from 8 to 9. Bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire. Wake up the day, it's bright time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the blue. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel.
News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy.
It is the 13th of February 2026. I hope everybody had a restful night and they are recharged and ready to go for today. Good morning to the persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Good morning to the persons joining us across the diaspora. Special good morning to those persons joining us in the comment section. For all you guys who are here, please remember to share the live so that we could have the widest reach possible. Morning to those persons joining us in Region 6 and Region 5 via the news desk. Hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. Before we get into the main topics of this morning, a bit of news to the persons there in Region 6. The Ministry of Housing will be having our Region 6 outreach, right? And this will be attended by the Minister of Housing, the Honorable Colin Crowell, and the Minister within the Ministry of Housing, the Honorable Vanessa Ben, and staff from the Central Housing and Planning Authority will also be there and available to engage with members of the public on housing matters in Region 6. This will be happening at the Classic International Hotel parking lot in Region 6 on the 14th of February. That's Valentine's Day, Valentine Day, Valentine Day, and it will commence from 8 hours. So if you are in Region 6, you have any issues in relation to housing, please don't go to any individual in your community that is not working with the housing ministry. Please engage with housing staff directly so we don't have problems like we're having in certain East Bank communities currently, right? So please engage directly with the Ministry of Housing so as to not have any problems in the future. And unless somebody can show you a badge or some sort of documentation that they work with the Ministry of Housing, I am encouraging persons locally and abroad not to engage with any person who cannot verify they are employed at the Ministry of Housing or the Central Housing and Planning Authority, right? Once again, Region 6 on the 14th of February at the Classic International Hotel. The Ministers of Housing will be in attendance along with the CH and PE staff to deal with any housing issues you may be having in Region 6. That aside, where to start by? I don't even know where to start. So whilst I was getting ready to come on, I saw an article from Sheriff News. And before we jump into my content for today, let's take a quick look at that, because what the article is alleging is that there seems to be more recordings of the illegal activities happening at the Lambert Street location there of Muhammad's Enterprise. Oh, you walking good today, boy. I turned you down. But I have. Right? So this was recently published by Sheriff News. And let's take a look to get a better understanding of what's going on here. Just 31 minutes ago, we got this from Sheriff News, right? So, undercover operation yields 2020, not just the 3 that you know about, that I know about, that we see. Undercover operation yields 20 additional recordings in probe of alleged illegal cambio, right? So this is what the story says, and all of you can go to Sheriff News Network and you can get this information easily, right? You can peruse it for yourself. Now, a source familiar with the ongoing investigation into the alleged illegal cambio operated by Azruddin Mohammed has revealed that individuals are in possession of approximately 20 additional video recordings documenting transactions carried out at the Lambert Street location. According to the source, the footage was obtained during a month-long undercover operation conducted by a specialized unit. The operation, the source explained, was deliberately kept confidential from certain key officials who are believed to have been compromised. So you see what we're saying here. You see what we're hearing here. Azruddin Mohammed and his family, they're like a parasite, like a disease, an infectious disease. You could call Azruddin Mohammed and his father, Nazar Mohammed, COVID-22, right? They infect and they spread rapidly, spread throughout GRA, spread throughout the court, spread throughout the police, all over, just corrupting people, right? 3 people get locked up yesterday. Disease get into the system and now they corrupt. Now they got feel the squeeze, right? Many of them were kept in the dark because they usually leak information of that nature to Azadin, the source stated, right? It was during this covert exercise that uncovered operatives reportedly conducted foreign exchange transactions. Sorry, I read wrong there. It was during this covert exercise that undercover operatives reportedly conducted foreign exchange transactions at the location, with each exchange recorded as a part of the evidence gathering process. The recordings are said to be clearly documented, and the changing of foreign currency at the premises during the period the cambio was allegedly ordered closed. The source further indicated that several individuals are expected to face prosecution based on the video evidence and the anticipated testimony of the undercover operatives who participated in the transactions. Investigations remain ongoing, and authorities are expected to provide further updates as the matter progresses. Again, I want to say to y'all at Soku, I am proud of you. You guys are going in the right direction. You guys have, I don't know, pull up your britches, you understand, to operate better so that you are not caught with your pants down. And I appreciate that, Soku. I appreciate that. And it shows that institutions in Guyana, they are moving away from the, like Minister Manik Chan said, the clatang down the road, wildness down the road. They're moving away from that. And they're coming towards professionalism, which is important, right? So this is an update from Sheriff News Network. Outside of the 3 recordings that we'd have seen already, there are 20 additional recordings which show the illegal activity of the Mohammeds, right? And I said it yesterday and I'll say it again today. Team Scraped has gone quiet. There has not been any sort of rebuttal to the videos released by Toku, nor some of the news agencies which have been allegedly sympathetic towards Azadin, right? So if you check around, hours later, almost 24 hours later, you have Christian Labor College. Okay, so 2 hours ago, Gordon Mosley posted some sort of video on the release by the police, right? Let's take a quick look at that. 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. This is Go Mosley, Mr. Everything Right, Never Wrong, the most professional and upstanding journalist around, Gordon Mosley. Y'all buy. Well, not y'all here, but them buy, right? So as you could see, 2 hours ago, we have a video release. Let's go down to see if anything else was done. Countdown to Guyana Energy and Supply Chain Expo. Cocaine boss in Belgium and Colombia. Cocaine boss. Something with mining. Okay. So we got a story from Gordon Mosley. So we gonna come off a Gordon case. Gordon bring the story. Right? Nevertheless, let's continue with today's content, right? And we'll use Gordon's graphics as what we can deal with today. Now, this morning, we're still on the same topic, but this morning, I'd like us to touch on sacred space and sacred responsibility. right? Sacred space and sacred responsibility. So I want us to speak about something serious this morning. Not politics, not party colors, not personalities. I want us to speak about sacred space. Because when allegations of illegal activities are connected to the same building as a mosque, we are no longer in the realm of ordinary political debate, right? We are in the realm of moral responsibility. We are in the realm of religious accountability. We are in the realm of respect for Islam. Let me be clear. Let me say this clearly from the beginning. This is not an attack on Islam. This is not an attack on Muslims. This is a defense of the sanctity of the mosque. Now, what does a mosque represent? A mosque is not a storefront. A mosque is not a commercial hub. A mosque is not a political stage. A mosque is a house dedicated to Allah. The Quran tells us, in houses which Allah has ordered to be raised, and that his name is mentioned therein. The verse is not decorative, it's instructional. It establishes that a masjid is to be raised, right? Elevated. Right? Elevated. Morally, spiritually, physically. It is to be associated with righteousness, integrity, truth, discipline. So when there are allegations of unlawful activities occurring in the same building as the mosque, the question should not be partisan. The question is that befitting of sacred space? Even the appearance of impropriety matters. Islam teaches us not only to avoid wrongdoings, but to avoid that which creates suspicion. Because faith is not only what you pray, faith is how you conduct business. Now, I want to look at the leadership and the moral consistency. Let us talk about leadership. In Islam, leaders, or I should say leadership, carries weight. What's going on in this police group? Anyway, right? Now, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also called Al-Amin, the trustworthy, before prophethood, before revelation, he was known for honesty in trade, honesty in contracts, honesty in dealings. Islam doesn't separate worship from conduct. You cannot pray on Friday and deceive on Monday. You cannot speak of persecution whilst refusing accountability. You cannot claim moral righteousness while serious legal scrutiny surrounds your operations. Excuse me. Islam doesn't give immunity from law. Islam demands submission to justice. If you operate a business in proximity to a mosque, the standards must be higher, not lower, because sacred space magnifies responsibility. Now, there's a danger of mixing religion with alleged illegal activity. Let's slow this down. Even if someone argues the mosque and the business are separate, physically separate is not morally separate. When they share an address, when they share infrastructure, when they share identity in the public eye, the reputational risk spreads. And Islam is deeply concerned with reputation, not ego repetition, but the honor of religion itself. Right? The honor of the religion itself. The mosque does not belong to any businessman. The mosque does not belong to any political figure. The mosque belongs to Allah. It belongs to the worshippers. It belongs to the community. And no one has a right to entangle it, directly or indirectly, in controversy. Because once sacred space becomes politicized, commercialized, or tainted by allegations of illegality, it damages more than one person. It damages public trust. It damages community cohesion. It damages faith perception. Right? Now, I want to say, especially to Azradine and Shell, accountability is not persecution. Right? We have to address this because it's important. When law enforcement acts on evidence, when courts examine claims, when investigations unfold, that is not persecution. That is process. Islam does not tell believers to run from investigation. Islam tells believers to stand firm in truth. If someone is innocent, let the evidence show it. If someone is wrong, let justice prevail. But do not wrap sacred religion around legal defense. Do not use the mosque as a shield, like you're trying to use the Guyanese people. Do not frame accountability as oppression, because oppression is when justice is denied. Justice is when process unfolds. So at this point, I want to make a call to the Muslim community. Right? To the Muslim community, I say this respectfully. Guard your mosque. Protect their dignity. Insist that sacred spaces remain sacred. If any arrangement, financial, operational, commercial, risk compromising that dignity, it must be examined. Not with anger, not with hate, but with principle. Because Islam is not fragile. Islam doesn't need political defense. Islam stands on truth. And truth does not fear scrutiny. Right? Truth does not fear scrutiny. This moment here is bigger than one individual. It's about standards. It's about consistency. It's about whether we believe sacred space demands sacred conduct. Right? You cannot claim to defend faith while exposing it to controversy. You cannot speak about morality while dismissing accountability. You cannot ask the public, or I should say, you cannot ask the public trust while operating under a legal cloud. Sacred space demands sacred responsibility. And no one, I repeat, no one, no politician, no businessman, no opposition leader, no government official is above that responsibility. Islam demands integrity. The Quran demands righteousness. And a mosque must remain what it was meant to be. A place raised in honor, not dragged into controversy, not entangled in alleged illegality, not used as a backdrop for political theater. Political persecution, the PPP. Sacred space, sacred responsibility. And that is not politics. That is principle. Right? That is principle. That aside, I noticed some checks being posted yesterday. Right? So everybody get a check. Everybody get a check. Starbucks News get a check. I see Prince get a check. I see Keeping Up with Onika Barnp get a check. Who else get a check there? Spanish Girls get a check. Twinkle get a check. Beer 20 million sharing out. Beer 20 million sharing out. Right? I want to say this to you. If allegedly, as Reed Mohammed said, he gave the PPP $20 million and the PPP still decided to do the right thing, I'm happy for the PPP. That allows me to have a little more confidence in the PPP. Right? Because a lot of people would give up their soul for $20 million. So if this was actually done, if Asadeen Mohammed said he gave the PPP 20 million and the PPP still stood for what is right and for the Guyanese people and the Guyanese financial system, keeping that intact, well done to the PPP. All these people here, Starbucks News, Twinkle, the Spanish Girls, Onika Barnp, Prince, y'all take y'all 20 million and still maintain your righteousness, please. Right? So take a book out of the PPP's page, not because somebody gave 20 million. You'll sell the whole country out for them. Right? You got to stand for something. And if you don't stand for something, you'll stand for nothing. So this also jumped out at me yesterday. Right? Starbucks News ain't talk about the videos, nothing. PPP mom on Mohammed's bankrolling claim. So I was wondering, wait, Starbucks News and see this here by President Ali outside the police officers conference when Dennis Shibral and Svetlana Marshall and all the media surrounding and asking questions in relation to what Azadin said. Did he not hear the response of the president in relation to that? So, for the purposes of Stabrook News, let's play it here and let's hear what the president, the head of the PPP, current PPP administration, has to say on the claim made by Azadin Mohammed that he bankrolled the PPP.
In reaction to Mr. Mohammed saying that he left the bankroll the People's Progressive Party, how funny is that? The People's Progressive Party has not been bankrolled by any individual or citizen. We have support across this country. If you look at the last elections, you will see the magnitude of our fundraisers. And who came to those fundraisers? Ordinary people.
Right? Now, think about it realistically. Think about it realistically. Azadin Mohammed, even when he was in good standing. Azadin Mohammed is not the only rich man in Guyana. Azadin Mohammed is not the only person with money that was familiar with the PPP. How he could think that $20 million could bankroll the entire PPP? The PPP got offices in all them region. They spread out far. $20 million? Really? And the bankrolling everything for 5 years in opposition? What? That makes sense. Think about it. Besides Guyana got rich people other than Azadin Mohammed, what about the grassroots PPP supporters? Those diehard persons who behind the PPP for years that willing to donate, even if they donated $1 million, all the money does add up. So how entitled is Azadin Mohammed to decide that he $20 million, right, could run the whole PPP in opposition for 5 years? Think about it. Think about it. Moving around in the regions, all kind of think about it. And again, Azadin Mohammed is not the only rich businessman in this country. They got other rich businessmen who may associate with the PPP. So, they may got money. You alone got it? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So, Stabrook News decide to float over everything. Right? Just decide to float over everything. So, and again, I said yesterday, I am determined as a fake journalist, not credible. Fake news. Right? This, what Stabrook News doing is not reporting. This is narrative construction. Right? What we saw in Stabrook News was not natural reporting. It was narrative construction. The headline built entirely around claims made by the opposition leader, fugitive offender opposition leader, during a Soku raid, right? Now, claims that were made in the heat of confrontation. So, you know when you're vexed, people's likely to say anything. Okay, you're vexed. You pulling everybody down, your business. Say what you want. Right? So they hold on to what this man say in a moment of heated confrontation whilst he's on the investigation, and also while video evidence is circulating that appears to show illegal cambio operations. That is the context. But the story extracted those claims and elevated them without balance, without verification, without essential counterpoints, and that matters. Right? Because journalism is not stenography. When you selectively amplify allegations but omit immediate rebuttals, that is not oversight. That is editorial choice. The president's response was public and on record. Right? He responded clearly and directly. And I'll quote him: no single individual can claim to have bankrolled the PPP. Right? Clear, unambiguous, public. The video is available. Yet, in the Stabrook News article, it says efforts to contact PPP General Secretary Barry Jagdeo and President Irfan Ali proved futile. But the president has already responded publicly. So why omit it? Why leave that out? Why present silence where a response exists? That omission shapes perception. It suggests avoidance. It implies evasion, when in fact there was an answer on record. That is not minor. That is structural framing. Now, we must look at the selective memory problem. Let's widen the lens a little bit. Mohammed did not just claim to have funded the PPP. He said in Parliament that he gave funds to both the PPP and PNC. This is not new. He said this before. So if the newspaper is serious about transparency, why not reference that? Why not ask Aubrey Norton for a comment? Why not press the PNC? If the story is about alleged political financing, why isolate one side? If you quote the accusation, you must pursue the full implication. Otherwise, the reporting becomes asymmetrical. And this type of reporting in political journalism is rarely accidental. Now, y'all remember Darren Wade's revelation? We must talk about what has not been explored. Last year, Darren Wade publicly revealed that he was instructed by PNC superiors to provide legal assistance to win candidates challenging their bank account closures. That's not speculation. That was said. So here is the logical chain. We have bank account closures linked to sanction exposure. Win candidates challenging those closures. PNC linked legal assistance. Public claims of cross-party bankrolling. At the very least, that raises legitimate political questions. If we know the quo, legal support, what was the quid? Right? You get what I'm saying there? If we know the quo, which is the legal support that Darren Wade gave to Win, what was the quid that Win gave to the PNC? But where is that story? Where is that investigation? Where is that editorial curiosity from Stabrook News? Silent. And silence in journalism is also a choice. Right? Now, this is not about one headline. This is about a pattern of established by Stabrook News. Right? This is about pattern recognition. Every few years, Stabrook News positions itself as the intellectual referee of the political system. They elevate a figure. They frame a savior. They insert a narrative of moral decay that only their chosen alternative can resolve. But this time, the intervention feels different, more obvious, more stripped of its usual subtlety, less analytical, more reactive. Right? The pretense of this detached middle class neutrality is wearing thin. Now, let's speak honestly. There's a segment of the professional middle class, consultants, commentators, self-appointed technocrats, who are deeply uncomfortable with the current political landscape. Not because of corruption evidence, not because of government collapse, but because of structural change. Because power realignment distributes, or I should say, disrupts comfort zones. Because new economic actors disturb old influence networks. And when that anxiety rises, certain media platforms become vehicles for narrative shaping. And what you're witnessing may not be journalistic outrage. It may be elite anxiety. And anxiety produces overreach. Now, let's come back to the bankrolling claim. That's the central accusation. To bankroll a major political party in government or out of government, especially one with deep institutional financing networks, would require extraordinary sums, not 20 million. Right? Are we really being asked to believe that a single businessman privately financed this governing party? And if that were true, where's the proof? $120 million check. Where's the transaction records? Why no investigation of the PNC side of the same claim? The allegation is politically explosive, yet it is treated as headline material without evidentiary grounding. That is not investigative journalism. That's amplification. Now, the real issue, which is credibility, we must discuss as well. At the end of the day, this is about credibility. When a newspaper omits immediate rebuttals, ignores parallel allegations involving other parties, fails to pursue obvious follow-up questions, it begins to look less like watchdog journalism and more like narrative positioning. And once credibility erodes, everything else follows. Because media power rests entirely in trust or untrust. Here is the simplest question. If this were truly about transparency, would the reporting look this selective? If this was truly about truth, would obvious contextual facts be missing? If this were truly about accountability, would all political actors be questioned equally, or is this something else? The public is not naive, Stabrook News. People can see patterns, Stabrook News. People can see omissions, Stabrook News. And people can see framing. When journalism begins to look like intervention rather than information, it invites scrutiny of its own, right? And Stabrook News has truly trod down this road. Truly, 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 truly. Anybody want to send me a 20 million check, please? Link your boy. Link your boy. Right? Anyway, guys, I gotta head into the city. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. Continue to be good Guyanese wherever you're being a Guyanese from. Right? Whichever part of the world you're in. Remember, we're always willing to have you back home here. Right? We're always willing to have you back home here and have you join in all the development. How Joe King come up with this? Wait, Joe King is this big suit banner? Joe, come back. Joe. Y'all remember Joe? Joe is this man in this big suit. That's what we. Joe. 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 Joe King. Oh, shucks, like Joe. Joe, you black man. But how Joe black man he watching this live? And commenting too. What going on here, Joe? Uncle Joe. Let's see. I ain't see where you watching me from. Guys, y'all be good out there. Right? As if Courdel check your mail from. As if you could set me up. You could set me up. We bothering with Big Suit Joe today. Joe, you gotta go to a tailor. It's what Lord Nelson said. He got tailor named Mackie. He ain't even got to see you. We just gotta show you with Joe pass with the big suit, and he can tailor it and make it to fit you. Right, Joe? Hey, y'all be good people, right? Y'all be good people. Please look out for those people on the roadways that may not be looking out for you. Please take your time. I was happy to see the staff and the special constables at the new Demerara River crossing. They are enforcing the rules, right? They're enforcing the rules. And it's so retarded, right? That this guy Terence Campbell could claim that the bridge got a flaw because the trucks that going up with it that overloaded and some of them in service properly, so they can't make the climb. The bridge got some kind of flaw. People gotta stop overloading these trucks to make less trips. Right? I saw them torn back a hauler truck. If you see stuff on it, everything fit neatly on the truck, but tonnage, could the truck pull it on that climb? Right? Could the truck pull it on that climb? Is that the required tonnage in the truck? Are you overweight? And if you're overweight, they're turning you back. Don't set up nobody on the harbor bridge there. You could imagine you driving over the harbor bridge and a truck, stand truck or a container truck rolling backwards towards you. You don't even know where to go, what to do, nothing. Could you imagine? So for the truck operators, the people in construction, people who moving stuff around, please load your truck to the required weight. Don't overload these trucks. Pressure the engine. You can't climb the incline. You're rolling back. You kill people. All kind of foolishness. We don't need that. We don't need that. Please, 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 please. Anyway, guys, as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one thing.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down.